Hello and welcome to Peter Scott Cars. Today we have the 70 plate high specification, fully electric Peugeot E-208. Cared for and maintained to a high standard with Peugeot main agent service history. As I go around the vehicle, I'll get a close up to all of the bumper corners to show you they are free from any scuffs or marks. Get low down so you can see there's no marks or scuffs to the centre of the bumper. Lower down either can also be quite common. Get as close as I can to the front of the car so you can see there's no stone chips of any note. As I get very close to the edge of the bonnet, front of the bumper, the only thing I can see, a couple of absolute minute stone chips. Just put my fingernail next to a couple of them just so you can see how insignificant they are. Have to be very close to even notice them at all. Front of the car really couldn't be any better. Everything you would expect with the low mileage. As I look down the entire driver's side of the car, can't see any parking dents. I'll get a close up to all of the alloy wheels as we go around the vehicle as well to show you how nice they are. Starting with the driver's front alloy wheels, struggling to see any marks or signs of curbing at all. While I'm low down, just point out there's no marks or damage to the driver's sill. Very easy to go over a high curb, mark or damage the sill. Absolutely not the case with this Peugeot. Struggling to see anything negative to point out on the driver's front wing. Just a little bit of dust on the wheel arch there. Looked like a little bit of a chip, just wipe that away so you can absolutely see not the case. As I was saying, can't see anything detrimental to point out on the front wing at all. Moving on to the door. Just mentioned the car's got the power folding mirrors as part of the high specification. Both of those mirror covers free from any scuffs or marks. Moving on to the driver's door, I'm struggling to see anything detrimental to point out at all. Get a close up underneath the driver's door handle to highlight there's no marks or scratches. Can be very common, particularly on the driver's door. Or the driver's door edge really nice as well. Moving on to the rear door. Exactly the same as the driver's. I'm struggling to see anything detrimental to point out at all. Again, get a close up underneath the door handle to highlight there's no marks or scratches. All the door edge nice again. That is just a little bit of a hand mark. Just wipe that away so you can absolutely see not a mark to the actual paintwork. Onto this rear panel. Exactly the same, there isn't anything to mention, and that alloy wheel identical to the driver's front. Can't see any marks or signs of curbing at all. Just take you into the vehicle from the driver's side. Inside the car, everything you would expect with the low mileage, couldn't be any better. Just get a close up to the wing and edge of the driver's seat. Absolute minimal wear, if any at all. Just get close up to the seat, really no sign of any wear to point out. Car's had the overmats fitted, so all carpets and footwells exactly the same. Just get a close up to the driver's footwell to show you no sign of any wear to point out. As you'd expect, again, all the leather on the steering wheel really nice. Just want to lean in and show you the centre console. Sometimes people jump in, put keys, coffee cups on the centre console a little bit carelessly, end up marking the console, but not the case with this fully electric Peugeot. As part of the high specification, it's got the digital cockpit, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Just want to get a close up to the driver's step also. Sometimes people drag the feet going into a vehicle, mark the paintwork on the step. Not the case with this fully electric Peugeot. Seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly been sat in. Just get a close up to the edge of the seat to highlight that. Also get a close up to all of the carpets, those mats protected them. There's no kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the front seats either. Just get a close up to the step also. Can be quite common, see a few chips to the steps where people have caught the seatbelt. Not the case with this Peugeot. Bumper corner again, free from any scuffs or marks. That is just a little bit of a hand mark just on the tailgate there. Just wipe that away so you can absolutely see not a mark to the paintwork. As I've already said, no scuffs to the bumper corners. There's no marks to the centre of the bumper either, or lower down. Very easy to park a little bit too close to someone or something, mark the centre of the bumper, or go over a high curb and scuff the underside. But again, not the case with this Peugeot onto the tailgate of the car. Can't see anything negative to point out at all. Inside the luggage compartment, same as the rest of the interior, all nice and clean. Charging cable, of course, present. Just get a close up to the top of the bumper. Interior trims. Sometimes people carelessly load in items, end up scratching the bumper, marking the trims. Not the case with this cherished Peugeot. Couple of the absolute faintest marks to the plastics. Have to be incredibly close to even notice them. Bumper corner again, free from any scuffs. Alloy wheel, exactly the same as the other two already, showing you can't see any marks at all. Onto this rear panel. Certainly no scratches or parking dents to mention. I'm struggling to see even the most minor stone chips, I really am. All the door edge nice again underneath the handle. I can just spot a tiny stone chip there. Just put my fingernail next to that just so you can see how insignificant it is. Disappears as I take a small step back. Again, no marks underneath the handle. Rest of the door, there isn't anything to mention. I do want to take you into the vehicle from both sides just so I can show you all the steps. As I said, very common to see a few marks to the steps where people have caught the seatbelt. Not the case with this cherished E-208. Repeating myself, seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly been sat in. No kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the passenger seat. Just moving on to the passenger front door. If there's going to be any chips to the door edges, usually on the front doors for obvious reasons, but just get a close up to the door edge. Similar to the driver's, struggling to see any chips at all underneath the handle. Again, no problems at all. Have already said both mirror covers free from any scuffs. Onto the passenger front wing, there isn't anything to mention. Final alloy wheel, again, really nice. Get low down on the passenger side also. Very easy to go over a high curb, mark or damage the sill. Not the case with this E-208. It really is a cherished example. Going around the entire vehicle, inside and out, other than a couple of the most insignificant stone chips to the front of the car, which you have to be very close to even notice, and as to be expected, don't detract from the look of the vehicle at all. As I said, have to be very close to even notice. Into the vehicle from the passenger side, passenger seat exactly as you'd expect, same as the others I've already shown you. Really no sign of anywhere to point out. Footwell exactly the same, been protected by those mats. Just get a close up to the passenger step as well, once again free from any marks, and then just quickly lean across and show you the driver's seat from the passenger angle. You see plenty of cars where you're looking from the driver's side, seat looks fine. Then when you look across from the passenger angle, driver's seat looks worn and out of shape. Not the case with this E-208. Couldn't be better from either angle. I repeat myself again, really is a cherished example. It is worth noting we have all of our vehicles independently inspected by the AA. That is a 128-point inspection, which includes 5-mile road test by an AA engineer just to make sure the vehicle is correct on the road. You can view the 128-point AA inspection report on our website at peterscottcars.co.uk. We also have finance calculators on our site, so if you are interested in any additional funding to purchase this fully electric Peugeot, you can go to our website, model a finance quote, and apply for finance directly through our site. We guarantee the lowest rate of finance coming direct to ourselves. If you are thinking of financing the car for an outside finance company or finance broker, please get in touch with ourselves first for the guaranteed lowest rate of finance. We do have free eligibility checkers on our website also, so if you're unsure whether you'll be approved on finance, you can do a free eligibility checker. Tells you straight away your chances of approval and at what rate, but we guarantee the lowest rate coming direct to ourselves. We have very low rate prime finance for good and excellent credit ratings, but if you have had a few issues in the past, please don't hesitate to get in touch. We deal with a number of specialist lender and broker partners who guarantee the lowest rate for your individual profile. So any financing needs or inquiries at all, please just get in touch. Just been around the vehicle couple of times again just to make sure I haven't missed anything, and I say again, other than a couple of very minor stone chips, I'm struggling to see anything to mention at all. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch the video. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you need any further information about the car, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thanks for taking the time to watch.